Hey, you guys want to talk about MatPat? Unfortunately for me, I watched the video he made about Twitch that Femi recommended during the Animal Crossing stream the other day that happens to be on trending. And all I knew is that it was about Twitch, and like 75% of the information in it was wrong. This is what I was told going in, and my god. What a weird angle to, like, as far as, like, when you make an argument, if you're making an essay, like, you know, what's the point that you're trying to make with the video? And, like, whether or not the information was right or not, like, the matter of, like, what it is in service of is, like, bizarre to me. Quote-unquote recommended. I guess it was more of a warning, but I was, like, morbidly curious. I had to know. Yeah, recommended is not a good word. Oh yeah, that's right. We can go back out to the beach now. Before I do that, though, let me zoom out and look at the map. I just want to see if there's, like, any remaining unexplored areas in any of these regions, because if there are, then I'd like to know about them. Yeah, okay. I don't think so. Doesn't seem that way. Okie dokie. Let's set sail. Mass outbreak in the mountains. No. I want to go this way. And you know what? There's a couple of unknown to keep an eye out for here. There's definitely one near the volcano. I already had a bad opinion of MatPat, but that video somehow made it worse. The thing that, like, drives me insane about that is, like, I guess we haven't really talked about the whole, people reacting to TV shows on Twitch at all. Because it's, like, very, very foreign. It's very alien to anything that, like, I do. But that was the thing that was happening, like, over the summer. A lot of big streamers were doing that and then proceeding to get in trouble for it. And, I could swear, you know, I didn't engage in that discourse too much, but I could swear that the assumption that we all came to was, yeah, that was stupid and it's not good for the platform. But, like, the conclusion of MatPat's video is that, like, we should change how we think about copyright in order to enable this behavior. That, like, oh yeah, people who make TV shows should do sponsored brand deals with streamers to react to, like, their shows. And what a horrible idea! Like, MatPat is, like, envisioning this new world, this new paradigm to build society around, and it sounds fucking awful! Because of course anything MatPat envisions is awful, and it drives me crazy thinking of the idea of anybody, like, walking away from that video and being like, wow, MatPat was right about this. We should restructure platforms around reacting to TV shows to make this horrible thing possible. That's already a thing on Twitch? For, like, big... I don't know if AAA is the right word when describing TV shows, but, you know, for big fucking, like, Disney productions to encourage people to do reaction videos, I don't know about that. That's a thing in multiple parts, and part of how bad the video was. But that wasn't his main point. It's just, like, it's what he was saying, like, towards the end. Like, that was, like, his hopeful note to end on. Like, oh, it doesn't have to be this way. We can just watch other people watch TV shows. I don't know. Maybe I just had, like, a very different perspective on what streaming ought to be about, but TV is a passive medium. Why would you want to watch someone watch it? Like, that sounds like the worst thing ever. Like, if that gets encouraged, imagine if, like, the algorithm shifted to, like, if you streamed games, it was bad for you, and if you streamed TV shows, it was good for you. But yeah, now that I've seen that, if you really want to get into it, I wouldn't mind, I guess, but I'm just here for the unknown. Now, the deciding factor for whether or not Pokemon Legends Arceus is a good game is if I can turn into a fish in the air and plummet to the ground. What? You can turn into other things and plummet, but you specifically can't, like, drop out of the sky as a fish, even when above water. I was hoping that, like, if I could do that, I could, like, land in the water, and make, like, a really big splash. But I can't even do that. The algorithm is already that way? Really? I was under the impression that gaming as a category was, like, by far YouTube's most lucrative. Because that's the kind of content where you have, like, that high watch time, and you can make a lot of it really quickly with, like, low production effort. TV show stuff, how do you have big videos in that sense to make it, like, the most popular thing? Oh, wait a second, I can't climb this, but I sure can throw. Hey, I'm throwing over here! Oh, you're gonna get samurotted so bad. I'm gonna samurot you so hard, and you're gonna regret it. You're gonna rue the day. Oh shit, but it knows how to do this too? That's not good. Alright, so apparently don't use strong type moves ever. Got it. Oh, what's that? What's that? I should have used a strong type move? I see. Well, it's all up to Turtwig. As it always has been. You got this, Turtwig. You did it! An unstoppable object versus an immovable force. Guys, we might have a problem here. If that's out of range for me with, like, a normal Pokeball, I think I have to use, like, a special kind of ball to be able to get it. However, you can apparently activate the Pokeball throwing while falling, which is interesting. I just thought that was interesting to know. I think you can activate the aiming mode while falling. I don't think you can activate the throwing while falling. Yeah, you can release ZR and you'll only lob it once you hit the ground. You can't lob while falling. Which, is gonna be a problem. I've caught so many things with one kind of ball. I've caught normal Pokemon, I've caught legendaries, I've caught alphas and ultras and nobles. For the life of me, I can't capture this one unknown because I need a special ball to do it. There's no way to make that range work out. Is there any way to, like, jostle it down with, like, throwing other things? Or I guess everything else has, like, just the same throwing range, huh? This is a problem. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. This is, like, my greatest challenge yet. The algorithm supports long-form content and React content alongside game content. It's some of the easiest in that regard compared to higher production content. MatPat's video's point was that React content is bad because it doesn't respect companies' copyright, bad take, and that Twitch creators should push Twitch to introduce Content ID. Twitch already does, also Content ID sucks, and create legitimate routes of doing React content. These already exist, the video just somehow completely missed it. Wing balls, maybe? I'm not using anything that's not Pokeballs! If Pokeballs can't get the job done, I'm not catching it. That's that. Which is why I'm trying to, like, understand a method of cheesing. Now, the only way to throw a Pokeball while in the air is aboard the back of a flying fish, but of course, I can't enter the lava in order to accomplish that. It's not that kind of liquid. So, my next order of business would be to find out if I drop, like, a lot of berries, can I, like, stand atop them? Can I stand tall on the berries? Like, do they physically lift the character? Or do I just, like, walk through them? Because if I can make, like a pyramid of berries and then stand on top of them, no, they don't collide with the player. It's also bad, like, for some reason he thinks it's the responsibility of the creators to guide the platform and not the platform's job. So there was a part that really rubbed me the wrong way, where he, like, took the Twitch logo aside and it was wearing like a little fucking baby cap and it had like very worried eyes and like MatPat was gonna like teach the Twitch logo a lesson. I can't stand the way those videos are edited. Guys, can we like focus on the matter at hand? There is simply one bad take of many. For the last point about legitimacy, multiple shows have sponsored and given explicit permission to stream reaction of early episodes / seasons as promotions on Twitch, and Twitch watch parties also exist. Oh yeah, that's right! He's like, hey Twitch, would it be a good idea if you could watch Amazon Prime shows? You can already do that! It's been there for years! What are you talking about? Like, he's the one coming up with this great idea. You know what? There are, like, higher rocks, but at that point, it becomes more of a problem of, like, horizontal range than it does vertical range. Oh, yeah, no, you still lose out. You throw much lower down. Like, he could have Googled it, fucking dumbass. I'm gonna check if there's, like, any side of the volcano you can climb. I really doubt it. I would assume it's invisible walls on all sides, but, we've got a problem here. And also, that system sucks. Yeah, don't, like, all the people involved need to have, like, a Twitch, like, an Amazon Prime account for it to, like, even... I don't think I have these babies. For it to even work at all. Like, if you just don't have Amazon Prime, you can't watch the stream. Yeah, so every watch party is paywalled and region-locked due to international copyright laws. That's also a good point. Like, if you're just in a different country, you can't watch the stream. Sorry, Americans. You should have known this day was coming. I can climb this muck and guck. And I can get a satchel. But that's about it. Yeah, this can't be climbed. So it's literally worse than pulling whatever content up on YT or YouTube and reacting to it in OBS instead of a watch party. Speaking of that, a space-time distortion. We're coming up pretty soon on another Apple event, I would expect. No, it doesn't. This isn't a good spot for it. The next one, if there is one, would likely happen in March. And those in particular have been very, shall we say, combative when it comes to doing streams of it on Twitch. Because I'll get slammed for that with the content I do so hard, so easily. Yeah, I guess I don't have any Megbies. And the general pattern that I've been able to observe is that WWDC is a guaranteed strike. The other events throughout the year, I've gotten away with so far. Although I suppose they could always go back and, like, claim old clips or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking that in the future, I might just do those as like Discord group watches. You know, until they add content ID to Discord, that is, with fucking Discord NFTs. So whenever that happens, I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'm so mad about this. I'm so mad about this. I'm gonna go to the cave. I'm gonna go to the stupid cave. Wait a second. But it's still not in the cave. There's like other things to find here that aren't even like related. Like, there's a streamer who does some film school content, and they were using watch parties for a while, and was like the biggest and kind of only watch party streamer. He ended up stopping and just going to rebroadcasting, because it sucked so bad, and it just can't compete due to those downsides. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of barriers to entry, compared to like the normal way to do it. Wait, this place is called Isle Spy Shore? Did I mention that before? That's a great name for this place. Guys, I'm literally not going to be able to complete the Pokédex. Like, I've seen it, I've looked at it, But I really think that those only count towards the Pokédex entry if you catch the unknown. So there's just going to be, like, a single missing letter forever. Unless I can find a glitch. But the only glitches that I've been able to utilize in the past have solely related to, you know, if there's a slope that I can, like, glitch my way up. You know, if there's, like, not an invisible wall, if I can, like, somewhat stand on it and, like, slowly work up. But if you can't, like, climb it or slope it or stand on it in any way, shape, or form at all, then what options does one have? There's just nothing you can do. Wait, why does it want me to go... I'm not supposed to be here? Where's that eye sending me? Where should I be going? New request. I should go to the Corne Highlands? Where within? The Sacred Plaza? For what reason? I guess we're not doing what I thought I was going to be doing here either way anyways. Oh my god, you can stand on the flag? That's fun. I personally think the existence of React's content is good, and copyright law is generally, and especially in its current form, fucking awful. I mean, I guess if there really is an audience for, like, reacting to a full episode of a TV show, then good for them. But I would not watch that. I could have shown the professor an unknown. I could have had 4 Pokemon to report. Me, I'm that audience. But what even constitutes good TV show reaction and bad TV show reaction? Because again, it's a passive medium, and your run-of-the-mill TV show is going to be a lot more focused on dialogue. Like, right now, this is downtime. I'm not, like, talking over anything. And if there's, like, actual voiced dialogue, I prefer to be, like, silent over that, you know? So for a streamer's perspective, either you're not reacting at all and not adding, like, your own thing to it, or you're talking over, like, important dialogue. I just don't know how you make that work. It's like saying, why would someone react to it? Because games are transformative. They're an active medium, not passive. I mean, some games are definitely better suited to others. Like, if I played a fucking David Cage game, I don't think those are very good to stream because they're kind of just the same way. And it's like, it's very movie-like, which is why I don't think it would be lent well to a streamed format. I could be wrong. Because people do that, and usually it's to make fun of those games, which is to some degree fair, but I don't know. You can pause it while you talk. That's not accurate. I mean, I guess in David Cage games, you're still, like, making choices, but, I mean, they're very, like, people talking at each other heavy. Yeah, other negative, also they're David Cage games. True. I feel like that would just be frustrating, though. Like, what if you don't want it to be? I guess at that point, just watch the fucking TV show. I guess that's the thing, like, if you're watching somebody react to a TV show, would it be, like, your first blind experience with whatever they're watching? Or would you, like, watch it on your own first, and then watch the reaction after the fact to get, like, another perspective or another opinion? Because that I could see the value in, actually. that's a misuse of the word transformative in the context of copyright. I'm not saying that, like, you shouldn't stream TV shows because copyright. When I say transformative, I mean that, like, for most games, no two playthroughs will be alike because you're able to do different things and make different decisions and do different things in a different order. So there's value in each, like, gameplay sequence being its own unique, like, thing. But if everybody watches the same episode of the same TV show, then there's nothing that they can do to change it. It's going to be the same episode no matter what. So it's not like there's any, like, unique discoveries that you can be making in a TV show outside of, like, just talking about it. The shows that I've personally watched reactions to are not things I would watch on my own and would not watch without the reaction, because the reaction brings additional context/entertainment value to it. Wait a second. I have to go up there? I thought that it was saying that the big checkpoint was going to be at the, It said the Moonview Arena was where I was supposed to go. But now the eye is telling me to go up into the cave. Guys, do I have to, like, fight Volo again? What the hell is happening? Like, commentary is valuable. That's sort of the whole basis of game commentary. It's not just the choices made in gameplay. I think that I find, like, a sweet spot in the combination of both. And again, it's about having, like, a lot of, like, solely mechanical moments where the game is being interacted with in more than a narrative sense that lends itself to being talked over. I feel like TV shows, you wouldn't have those gaps. Again, of course, without the pausing, which I would just get annoyed by. Oh, that's right. This is where it wants me to come to after, like, completing the Pokédex. But this isn't where I need to be right now. What are you talking about? Oh, there's an I here because it's a new request, but it's not the request. Oh, yeah, you can see that the colors are, like, inverted. So I have 27 Pokemon left to find. The deified Pokemon. That's like a whole alphabet away. That's, like, not bad at all. I guess I'll see what happens when I try to play it without all the Pokemon. We'll see if there's anything, like, special that occurs. But also, like, just chatting exists, and it's the biggest category. That's all talk, no gameplay. I'm not saying it's, like, the only thing that one can stream. You know, I do art streams. I forgot that it looks like that. That's like a creature that came out of the sea. Like, that thing is living, and I'm giving it, like, mouth to mouth. It's doing, like, the... What is this music from? I think this is also from, like, when the game first boots up on the DS. I think it's, like... Yeah, I guess that would make sense. It is the piece of music that immediately follows, like, kind of the twinkly noise. Seek out all Pokemon. Yeah, you're telling me. Alright, well, are there any other quests that I can, like, replace that with so I'm not, like, constantly chasing that? Because it's in Giratina ran away. You know what, though? You know what, though? I kind of prefer this now. Because I was told to go back to, They were gossiping at the end of the last stream about, like, seeing where Giratina might have gone off to, but they didn't say where. And for once in this entire fucking game, they haven't placed a giant eye over anything. So it's actually up to me to find where it went, which I welcome. This is the kind of challenge that I've been, like, asking for the whole game, and I finally have one. I guess I should have checked Turnback Cave before I left, but I thought that no eye meant that there was just nothing in there, because I've become so conditioned to that being the only way this game ever, like, doles out its sense of discovery to me. Which is really a shame, because it's, like, not necessary at all. For the most part. The game is already filled with, like, pretty, like, giant, memorable landmarks. But I don't know. If I'm making the Breath of the Wild comparison, I guess one is meant for, like, an older audience than the other. Like, this has got to be easy enough for a baby to figure out. But I don't know. It's not like top-down Pokemon always had quest markers. There are, even for as linear as they are, there's certainly areas where just, like, the only thing that you have is somebody telling you where to find something. And then you gotta look for it on your own based on that, like, that clue, that information. I guess that comes down to just, like, a lack of faith on the part of the developers, which does make sense, because every time I think about that particular angle of modern Pokemon, it always comes back to, for me, the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire interview with Masuda, where he insisted on not putting in the post-game content that was in the original game, of not remaking that part, because little kids these days have too short of an attention span, and thus they don't need post-games anymore. Is that the cry of Empoleon, or is that something else? But I guess if I've already battled it, then that means that it's in the Pokédex, right? I could try catching it on the way out, maybe. But I wasted a lot of Pokeballs trying to get to that goddamn Giratina. Or to get the one unknown, rather. So, what we're in for might wind up being very difficult and very hard. Things can change. Like, I've gotten really lucky so far. And, you know, hey, great for me, good for me. But that can change. The luck could run out. Like, what if I just don't have any Pokeballs and I'm stuck in a Giratina battle? What am I gonna do? There's like a certain... I kind of remember how this works. You have to like kind of ride the far left edge of it, like a little harder than that, don't you? Yep. It's good to be back, is all I'll say. I've been too busy to stop by recently, sorry, but I hope you've been enjoying Arceus. Yeah, I think for every reason that people regard it as divisive is 100% understandable and agreeable. And if there's a reason that somebody does not like this game, frankly, there are criticisms that I agree with, for the most part, I'd say. But I've been able to, like, get enough enjoyment out of it. There is something here at the core that is worth salvaging and saving and I don't know, building further upon. It has some interesting suggestions as to what this new format could be. I don't know if it's, like, arrived at the conclusion to those suggestions, though. I named my Zoroark a Griffin? That's really funny. Also, Giratina isn't here, and it's been turned into a worm again! Easy. Oh, it clips through. I've got to do a battle. Well, in that case, there's only one creature for the job. At least it seems pretty chill. Oh, wait, it's not chill! Go! There's music? They're hitting us with, like, a lot of, like, backloaded legendary slammers here. Oh my god! One hit and it's already pulling this shit with me. Alright. I'll take the advice. I'll use agile moves. But it's obscured! Is it gonna continue to be obscured? I probably should have healed then. That's no good. Sylveon, look out! There are a lot of great ideas implemented, but then there are a lot of small things that are just like, ugh. But overall, it's a really enjoyable time. What was your reaction to the second Giratina form during the Volo fight? What are your thoughts on Volo? I like the idea of him, like, snapping and being evil now. I'm super into that. If he snapped and was hot, then we'd have a real winner on our hands. I don't think that that's the case, though. I just don't like his hair, you know? But there's something there. But I think I like how Volo's hair is normally, when it's just kind of tied back a little more. Come on, Zork! These are, like, already all my Pokemon that are good. This is not, like... I'm not sure what to do about this. I guess I can, like, try catching right now. If I can't fight, if it's just gonna be obscured, and this is, like, the only thing that I can do. I was about to say it sticks up. Unfucking believable! I didn't even need to whittle its health down! It just bends to my will! Reality is mine to control as I see fit! And also a Griseus core. A Griseus core. A bit of Gristle. How the fuck does that happen, huh? Explain that one, atheists! I thought nothing was gonna top the catch that I was able to make with Dialga. I thought that I was able to get that with a Pokeball at all, even though its health was lowered, was gonna be like the most unlikely thing I could ever do. Giratina just fucking gave that shit to me! I mean, I wouldn't have minded battling it. I was kind of hoping for a challenge, but I just get it. I just ask nicely, politely, and I get it. How the fuck does that happen? You're crazy, God's love. I guess that's gotta be it. It's gotta be Arceus' blessing from above, you know? There we go. Like as content, arguments against show commentary are the same arguments against game commentary, and arguments distinguishing them carries the assumption that people watch for gameplay. I mean, I think so. I mean, I don't think there's too many other streams where people are catching Giratina with the Pokeball. Like, I'm doing my own special kind of run here. Or, you know, I could play, like, Nuzlocke style. You can't, like, watch a TV show Nuzlocke style. Or maybe you could. From the legal perspective, I think most people forget that gameplay commentary isn't actually protected under copyright law, and fair use isn't some innate quality of the content, but a legal defense in a copyright infringement lawsuit. Yeah, it wasn't, back in 2013, Nintendo had, like, a very different stance on, Let's Plays regarding their content. Like, they would just run ads on it and, like, claim any gameplay footage of their games. Which thankfully they don't do now, which they just know is stupid. Yeah, I'm not trying to do, like a whole bootlicky, like, one thing is legal and one thing is not. Nor that, like, TV show watching shouldn't be allowed. But I think that also, you know, I don't think that, like, any attempt to distinguish them is, like, not worth anything. Because if I'm speaking for my taste, then there's clearly, like, one type of stream that I like to watch, and another stream that I'm saying that I don't like to watch. And I'm saying that this is, like, the difference between those two reasons. Griffin, which do you prefer, battling Pokemon or chucking balls at them? You know, in the first half of the game, I feel like I was definitely more into battling Pokemon. Since then, I feel like I've kind of flipped the switch, where I like to throw balls instead. Especially now that I've learned that I can throw mud. Now that I've learned that I can simply do this, and then it gets dizzy, and then I walk up behind it, and then I hit it in the back just like that. So, you know, both has its own appeal. But I really would love to see someone try and play through this game with, like, as little battling as possible. I think that would be really funny. There's a really good video from Tom Scott about YouTube's copyright system that's relevant to the events/changes currently happening on Twitch that's infinitely better than the MatPat video. Yeah, I think I've seen the one you're talking about, Femi. I believe it's called YouTube's copyright system isn't broken, the world's is I believe the title. It's like 40 minutes, and yeah, it is a very good video. Tom Scott makes great shit, but you don't need me to tell you that. So regarding these caves, then, what is supposed to be hanging out in them? I guess the random inscriptions that you can find of, like, the hieroglyphs of the legendaries. It was more of, like, lore, just for, like, understanding Volo's motivations, more than anything else. I thought that there was eventually, like a player-side mystery that would have to be solved relative to those, but I guess not. And also, now that I have Giratina, and it's just telling me constantly, go to Arceus, go to Arceus, go to Arceus, I think that, the only thing left for me to do is to do that Pokemon catching. I really don't know what is supposed to show up here. It's probably related to a side quest that I have to, like, take on, and then it, like, tells whatever spawns here to spawn here. But for now, nothing to it. In which case, the only thing left for me to do for the rest of the stream is to, look for Unknown. Which, thankfully, to me, sounds like a very chill time. I'm down for that. But I think I'd want to go, maybe to camp first, because Giratina did kill, like, a lot of my Pokemon. So we'll go to the beachside camp. My main point is that show commentary and gameplay commentary are very similar. The main difference between them is not a logical distinction, but one more from sort of a cultural common sense base in what's been allowed and what's not. Right, so you're saying it's more of like, well, they're both like media consumption, and they do, okay, yeah. I can see where you're coming from then. Have you ran into any shinies? If you can, do you want to show off your pastures? Smile, smile, smile. I'm very sorry to break the news to you, Naz. I found a shiny Pillow-Swine, and I accidentally critted it. That's the only thing that I've ever seen. That adds up to 2 shiny Pokemon that I've ever seen in my whole life, the other one being a shiny Zubat that comes in the color of puke green. And that was back when I originally played Diamond and Pearl back in fucking 2006 or whatever. I recently discovered you can just throw sticky balls at anything, then Gigaton to catch them. I did that with all alphas / legendaries instead of battling. I've got a better strategy for you, Naz. It's called using normal Pokeballs for everything. You should try it sometime. Oh, this music is so cool. If you just beat Giratina, you should go back to the Galactic HQ, trust me. Well, I'll probably get to it eventually. When it comes to Pokemon Legends in particular, I just like kind of doling out a nice pace of story versus exploration. So I'll try to find some unknown that I do know how to find. Wait a second! It's not a time-worn shop, it's a time-worn ship. That's why I couldn't find anything in that building at Prelude Beach. It's gotta be the pirate ship over here. Yeah, they're both similar. They just seem way more different because one will get you clapped, and that's been a precedent for like a decade plus. I mean, hey, I'd like to find more shinies. I just don't think it's happening anytime soon. Maybe give it like another, like, what is it? How many years ago was 2006? Like 16 years ago? Oh, fucking Geodude. At least I've already got the water Pokemon out. See, but now the only thing I have is water. I guess ice works too, though. Do you need to see every Pokemon or catch every Pokemon for the Arceus Temple thing? I believe it's just see. But not in, like, a looking at it kind of sense. I think you still have to, like, at the very least engage in a battle with all the different kinds of Pokemon. But I don't think catching is necessary. I got all the unknown and a large portion of the Pokemon. I'm only missing the stupid Evos and the hard to find motherfuckers. That's a good point. That's a good point. Because I've got, like, Turtwig. I've got Chimchar. If I want to see everything, then I would need to, like, evolve this stuff, which means I would need to expand my collection of Turtwigs. However, I'm so devoted to the cause of an insanely powerful Turtwig that I would literally rather keep my level 41 Turtwig and then catch another Turtwig and then evolve that one. Rather than, like, change my 41 into, like, a Torterra or whatever. That's what I think. It's catch every Pokemon? Well, to trigger Arceus or to, like, in a clinical sense, truly beat the game? Because I think I was told that to see Arceus, you only need to see Pokemon, not catch them. Which makes sense to me, because that's like a failsafe that you would want in case, like, you kill a one-time Pokemon, right? A time-worn ship. Maybe it's, like, high up on the mast? Oh, there it is right there! Nice. We're definitely getting there with the unknown. That just took us from 26 down to 25, I believe. A dead tree by the hot spring where things hang to dry at living quarters. I'm not sure what that one could be. It might be in the retreat, left eye atop the village, tree felled on sludge, among flowers at the spring where fairies dwell. I know where that one is. Where stones pile high amid something or other ruins. Turn your eyes up at the volcanic island. I know where that one is. I can't get it, though. A nook within a quarry. Guys, whether or not it's see or catch, that unknown is literally going to stop me from seeing Arceus, and I am devoted more to my Pokeball stuff than I am to be like... I would rather give up the true ending than give up my perfect Pokeball count. I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, I think mythicals and legendary Pokemon will respawn. Is that true? That's a new one. I haven't heard that before. We'll take another nap again. As far as unknown here goes, then, I think I just, like, need to pick a different area. As far as the ones that are on the beach go, it's just the one on the, Wait a second! Volo eventually returned and told me more about what happened at the Temple of Sinnoh. He said that Giratina, that it chose to protect the land of Hisui after discovering it was no match for you. He said that we should study it and add it to the Pokédex. He wandered off after that, saying that this was probably the last time we would meet. Oh no! But I can't help but feel he's far more invested in our completion of the Pokédex than he would have us know. Maybe he'll show up once we find Arceus again. Could be. If that is his ultimate goal. Alright, let's go home though. I didn't walk home completely empty-handed, unknown-wise. No, I mean, like, the mythicals will not respawn, but they aren't counted for Arceus. But I think legendaries are, like, the main story ones you needed for Volo. Well, then that counts as not having to catch them all, then. Just see them all. Wait, what?! They introduced legendary respawning in Platinum, and it's usually been in every game since? That's bonkers. I can't believe that. I guess, yeah, the only games I would have played since Diamond would be X and Y. But that game had an unfinished post-game that was, like, reserved for Z. And it never happened. And then I played Sun and Moon, but I never beat the Elite Four, so I would never see legendaries there either. So I guess this is just something that I've been allowed to, like, avoid knowing all this time. If you don't catch it, it'll still be there. Huh. Let me try hitting up the retreat first, because I forget if there's, like, a clothes line here or not. Judging by this preview, I don't think there is, but that's worth looking into. Yeah, there's usually just criteria for it, such as beating the Elite Four. Yeah, there's no unknown here. It'd be neat if there were, though. That tree is a gorgeous shade of orange, by the way. I'll be getting out of here, then. To the HQ, wait, never mind, I get... Oh, I don't want to go to the HQ, I want to find unknown! Do I need to go to HQ that badly? I'm just assuming that there's, like, nothing left between Giratina and Arceus, but if there is, I can at least, like, get it rolling, maybe. And then I can just do whatever the assignment is on the way to more unknown. That might be the more, optimal thing to do. I'll do the damn HQ. Oh yeah, there's something going down in here. See, but I'm like on the verge of a rank up and everything too. I've just been told of the foul plan Volo had concocted. Well, think no more on that scoundrel. Just another tale of passion burning too bright and consuming its bearer. That is what happens if you allow it to. But what of you? Are you making progress with your... What do you call your studies of Pokemon? Surveying, was it? It's been better. Regarding that unknown situation. Indeed. Well, history still holds more fascinating Pokemon. Shall I speak to you of one of them? Eh? The fuck are these? Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus? Ah yes, Tornadus. In every direction it flies, stirring up tremendous storms as it goes. When a blizzard batters the Alabaster Icelands, Tornadus may be about. Now, Thundurus, as it flies around, it fires bolts of lightning every which way. When a rainstorm lashes the Cobalt coastlands, Thundurus may be about. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How about Landorus? The Pokemon hailed as the guardian of the fields. It seems it can be glimpsed in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Perhaps you'd be so good as to catch it for me. Okay, so I guess we've got more legendaries to focus on that have, like, conditional spawn requirements. I know not why these three have chosen to show themselves. Perhaps the cause lies with the space-time rift, or simply with their own whims. I suppose their stirring up storms and casting bolts of lightning may trouble you aplenty, but nature has need of such things. When you've completed entries in your Pokédex, come and speak with me. Well, I guess there we go then. I love the mask on your character. Well, I would say thank you, but it's not like I have any credit that I can take for it. It's a pre-order bonus that you can get from the mystery box. As long as you, like, get this game between now and I think, like, March, then there's no worrying about that. Hey, speaking of March, we gotta talk about the goddamn eShop! I'm gonna look for clothes. I think the clothes that are hanging are in this town. I'm gonna look around for the unknown that dwells here. Yeah, that happened. Nintendo announced that they're going to be shutting down the Wii U eShop in March of 2023. However, adding funds will be ceasing operation even sooner than that. If you want to add money with a credit card, you only have a few more months left to go. And if you want to add money with a gift card, it's going to stop a little while after that. Which means that for like 6 to 9 months of the remaining period, the last days of the Wii U and 3DS eShops, you will only be able to add money by adding money through a Nintendo Switch account and then tying that account to your Wii U account, and then you have like a global wallet that applies to all the eShops through that. Which is really, really disappointing. Hoo boy. I was thinking about copyright so much recently because of that. eShop, more like lame shop. Blech. This is true. Oh, it's a Bidoof! Chomp chomp? I always forget that I had this side quest and I just inadvertently stumbled across it. I don't want a Bidoof with me! I want a Turtwig! I think I'm just simply able to throw a ball at it at a greater distance if I keep further away. But yeah, so if there's games that you already own and you don't have them downloaded, then you won't even be able to re-download them. Like, the entire online service will shut down. I guess you'll still be able to play online games, but who knows for how much longer that'll be the case. Maybe that could be like an interesting stream thing, though, is that when the online for Wii U does shut down, like the free Nintendo Network stuff, like I could just do, like, I don't know, whatever games still have online. Some Smash 4, some Splatoon, some Mario Kart 8 without the tracks, although, yeah, I guess at the very least, you'd be able to, like, revisit the flame hopping or something. Not sure how badly I'd want to do that, but it's a suggestion. It's an idea floating out there. I think you just walked by an unknown? I'll retrace my steps. I will do this. For real, fuck digital enclosures. I think stuff like that should be publicly seized. Yeah, so this is the real kicker, is that on Nintendo's website, where they announced that they were doing the closure, and they were like doing like a Q&A about like, oh, you know, when's this happening? What stages are it happening in? They had, as one of the Q&A things, doesn't Nintendo have a responsibility to preserve classic games? Doesn't Nintendo have a responsibility to sell me games that I otherwise can't get? Like, stuff that is a really good argument in favor of games preservation? Like, an actually really good question. Like, it's not in bad faith at all. Like, it's the kind of question you would want Nintendo to be responding to. And then the answer for that on the website is just like, yeah, well, if you want classic games, you can subscribe to Switch Online. We think this is a suitable replacement. Like, the answer was so bad that they, like, took it down from the FAQ shortly after that announcement. Like, they just got rid of it and pretended that they didn't fumble that so hard. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. By the front gate? There's one that was, like, in place of one of the letters. I did get that one. The one that I'm looking for right now is this clue over here. It's, like, where things hang to dry at living quarters. So I guess that would be, like, my living quarters where I would live. It's because corporations get all of the rights, but none of the responsibilities of participating in society and culture. Like, that's where things hang to dry. There could be an unknown on this thing. I mean, there could be, but is there? Because there's some sort of village area where things do hang to dry. So it's going to be one of those things. If I can find more places where things hang to dry, then I'll be onto something. But at living quarters, that makes it sound like it's, like, in my house. Is it, like, in my room? Does anything hang to dry indoors? Like, that hangs to dry. That's about it, though. I don't really see anything else that could be an unknown. Check the back of your house? Oh, god damn it. I mean, this is the thing that I will say, is that, like, if there is a legitimate way to play a game, then I'll get it through those official channels. But there's going to be, like, thousands of games that are only on Wii U and 3DS that won't be available anywhere else. Oh yeah, look! It's like the question mark. That's sneaky. That's very sneaky. Can I get you, though? And, like, and now there's going to be, like, a mad rush to, like, get this stuff now, or you just will not have the opportunity to forever. Like, Fire Emblem Fates, for example, there's, like, DLC for that I never got. I'm like, well, I'll get around to that eventually, but now I have to get it now, or I'll never have the opportunity to do so again! Yeah, I think the next area we'd want to go to is the Snowlands. And I guess that's where one of the, these legendaries are as well. Yay, good job, Griffin. Thank you, Naz. Like, for the love of God, Nintendo, please sell me these games and I will buy them. But if there's no other option, and you're literally shutting down available avenues to buy games from you, then what the fuck? It's not going from one option to another. It's going from one option to no options. And, like, hey, if they kept up with supporting the NES and SNES and N64 classic libraries, and they were like, they even made it look like they were trying. They're like, hey, at least they're trying. You could say that. But the availability for games for the Switch Online Classic Collections are not even a drip feed. Like, we used to get, like, what was it? Like, 3 a month? And then it was 1 a month. And now we get, like, maybe, like, 1 classic game a year. Like, that's not a replacement. Oh boy, the eShop, yeah, what a shit show. I can't believe it. It's not a replacement if you don't add anything for a year, and then, like, do like a special Earthbound thing, and then I gotta wait another year? There are other virtual consoles, there are other systems that are available on Wii U that won't be available anywhere else. Like, the Wii U, that hardware is perfect for emulating DS games, which is why there's a great selection of DS Virtual Console titles. Did you know you can get the DS Zeldas on that? Did you know that you can get Partners in Time? And yeah, the GBA library, you can get Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Even if they do put DS games on the Switch, it's literally not going to be as good of a solution as it would be on Switch because of the 2-screen versus 1-screen solution. DS games on Wii U give you tons of options. Switch ain't gonna do that. You kidding me? So not only are we going to have to wait years and years just to get a tiny handful of games that are already available on Wii U for existing consoles, but we're also not going to be able to get, like, the ideal versions, like, the entire GBA library and the entire DS library, that's gonna be gone. And there's even, like, other consoles that are part of the Virtual Console on Wii U. They have the Genesis games, and I guess that is part of the Switch Online expansion pack, at the very least. But, like, when it comes to Switch, if you want to get retro games that aren't on Nintendo consoles, you need to buy directly from the third-party sellers. Like, oh, like, I want to play this one Mega Man game, I have to buy the entire classic collection instead. I want to play a Sonic game, I have to get, like, the Sega Ages, or whatever. Like, Nintendo's approach with the Switch, where classic games are, like, split up between the subscription service or, like, companies having to take things into their own hands to sell games, like, like, it's just messy, you know? At least with the Wii U, each game was, like, treated equally, and you could, like, organize it nicely, and you had folders where you could organize them by console. But now they're just, like, more split up than they've ever been before, you know? Having to rebuy games to keep access as the preferred option over the current situation of just losing access is so dystopian, I actually just hate copyright. I mean, it really seemed that that's the thing that Nintendo was originally working towards with their online plan. Is that, like, the Wii shop channel and the DSi shop channel was built with fucking duct tape. But it seemed that they don't like the idea of people having to rebuy their classic games either, because when the Virtual Console was the case, that's what people were mad about. And they seemed to have, like, a response to that, where you could, like, port your Wii games to your Wii U, and then upgrade them for, like, a smaller fee as opposed to rebuying them entirely. And it seemed like in the future, for the next generation, assuming it was built on top of the Nintendo network and not a rebuilt from scratch sort of thing, that you just would be able to transfer your games. But that's not the case at all anymore. It's just so messy. Griffin, why do you still have Turtwig? Why don't I still have Turtwig? Turtwig saved the day, man. I'm not saying goodbye to that little buddy. Glalie are super scary. Not really. I'm not scared. I'm a big boy. Turtwig is my friend, and he's so powerful. You know what? I was able to revisit Adamant earlier. I guess I may as well talk to Irida. Ooh. But she's going to want to battle me. I'm going to get that unknown first is what I'm going to do. Turtwig is a little darling. You can't switch to Turtwig is a little darling. You were chastising me for still having him at all in the first place. So apparently there's an unknown near here, you're telling me, huh? But what was it? A felled tree near the hot spring was the clue? A dead tree at the hot spring. Dead tree at the hot spring. But all of these look normal. None of these trees are dead. They're alive. I guess the real clue would be trying to find, like, other hot springs in the game, but this is the only one that comes to mind. Unless it's, like, further up, maybe? I can switch as much as I want. Any technical solution to carry forward this stuff is going to absolutely suck because there's an overhead cost attached to doing that no corporation is going to be willing to do without getting some return from consumers. So free solutions aren't going to last, and paid ports are the most likely if anything happens at all. Well, then explain Sony then. Because, as far as I know, your collections of games easily transfer across the different PSN storefronts with, like, zero friction. Like, you just own the game, it's already in your library, if it's available on PS5, you have it. And they were doing the same thing with, like, cross-play between PlayStation and Vita. In fact, the Vita storefront is still up. They were going to shut it down, and there was, like, a backlash, and they decided not to shut the shop down. I mean, hey, I would love it if Nintendo, like, backed off, but, despite Sony being, like, on top of the market right now, they're just, like, more willing to listen for whatever reason than Nintendo is. Like, they're just so much more stubborn. All of those that fall short of having them free and accessible, as Switch Online is. But, of course, you can't have that because of copyright. A precious thing you found. As you should be. There isn't a single person in all of vast history who wouldn't be interested in treasure. But anyway, before I show you, yeah, you want to battle. So, she's got a Glaceon, but Adamant had, like, 3 total evolutions, so what other 2 is she gonna have right now? Not Switch Online, I'm talking about having, like, a hypothetical online library of this stuff. Oh, like a browser thing? Like a digital archive. Right, okay. Sony and Microsoft both have good solutions for cross-platform accounts and libraries, but Nintendo's just utterly incompetent in anything online related. Hey, do you know, back when I was looking if I could get Alan Wake, and, I mean, my problem in being unable to get Alan Wake, American Nightmare, is just a matter of, like, my particular card not being compatible. I'm not going to get into that. But if I wanted to, I could still download digital games for the Xbox 360. Which came out, like, half a decade earlier than the Wii U. My partners and I are going to get stronger and travel all across this wide world. Aren't they, like, on their 3rd online service at this point? This is the thing, is that I could somewhat understand why the Wii and DS services got shuttered. Because that was Nintendo's first foray with making an online service, and they didn't have their own servers. For the Wii and DS, if you played a game online, then that was not through Nintendo. And it was the same with Flipnote, you know? Everybody knows Flipnote Hatena. Hatena is the company who hosted the servers for the Flipnote service. With the 3DS and Wii U, it is their own service. That's the Nintendo Network, which is different from Nintendo Wi-Fi Connection or Wii Connect 24. So it's absolutely within their control to simply not shutter the service. There's nothing forcing them to shut down. It's not out of their hands like it was with the Wii and DS. And even, like, if there is somewhat of, like, unexpected lifetime that you would want to get out of an online storefront, like, plenty of online things eventually shut down. But the Wii U, like, barely lasted a decade. Like, 15 years minimum. Like, it's way too soon. Even if you are okay with the idea of it shutting down. It's, like, early, even by that metric, even by that measure. Yeah, though, Nintendo Switch does not run on Nintendo Network. That is a Nintendo Switch Online, which is its own thing. I don't know what's gonna happen when they make their next console. If it's gonna run on Switch Online, or if it's gonna run on new console online, and it's gonna be a completely different service. It does seem, though, that they are interested in, like, building on top of an existing foundation and continuing to maintain it. Because when the Switch first launched, its online services, the back end of that was running on, I kid you not, Windows 95. But I think, like, maybe a year or two ago, they finally modernized their online infrastructure, which I think was the reason Mario Party got, like, that new online. And I think Splatoon 2 also supports it, although maybe that's the reason they're doing 3, is that 2 is on the old system and 3 is on the new system. I don't know. I think it's also the reason that Smash Online doesn't have rollback. There's a lot of reasons that Nintendo's online is bad. But, you know, like, at least they have, like, an interest in making... I mean, this is, like a different topic altogether now. But it seems that this next generation of what they're going forward into is at least, like, respectable. Like, it's something that you could feasibly support for a very long time and not have to tear up every 10 years. I wonder, Griffin, are the people stronger than you out in the world with Pokemon stronger than yours? I'll just have to find it for myself, I suppose. Here, the treasure I promised you. I forgot it was on Windows 95, LMAO, it's so funny. A lustrous globe. There's also always going to be loss with this port-forward approach, because it has to be based on market demand versus cost, whereas public archives don't have that same constraint. Like, museums would not exist if they were just left to market forces. It would all just be private collections and showings. That's a good point. I'm told this once belonged to the founder of the Pro Clan. It's somehow connected to the almighty to Mighty Palkia, I mean. And since Mighty Palkia is with you now, I'll entrust the lustrous globe to you too. Thank you, Griffin, for everything. I wonder how necessary that stuff is. So you guys know where I can find, like, other hot springs besides the one in town? There are definitely other snowy ones, though, so I'll look into what else I can find here. The left eye atop the village. Tree felled on sludge, where stones pile high amid something ruins. Do I know enough letters to be able to decipher this? So F, O, G, fog, E, F, G, I think that's G. Yes. Fog? And then what's the O? There's like two circles on top of each other. Kind of looks like a Porygon shape. I don't think I have that letter. I don't have that letter. Maybe that's B. Maybe that's the one that was here. In that case, this word would be Fog-bound Ruins. Fog-bound Ruins. And a nook within a quarry. I mean, the village eye? The left eye of the village. I gotta tell you, I have no idea what that would mean. What that would entail. Like, if there's like a statue of something and then you could like throw at the left eye of the statue, I kind of get that, but it's not a clue that I immediately get. Like, that was kind of a face, but that already had an unknown on it. Run in circles around Irida? Where is... I think she's on the ledge after this one, up there. The ledge after this ledge? There she is. So how many times do I have to do this? Do I have to, like, unlock Luigi? Is she supposed to, like, react in a certain way, or? She's kind of just, like, I don't know, looking a little bit, but that's about it. Do I sprint? Do I gotta, like, sprint in circles? The world before our eyes grows broader when we achieve true understanding with Pokémon. That's a lesson I learned thanks to you, Griffin. I'll cherish it. Look north? Look north. Where's north? That's north-ish. Like this way? Look north? Do I have to be like exactly north or just north-ish? Look north and run circles around Irida. What am I like Hey, guys, what's happening to that man? What's happening? Wait, like, Irida doesn't have any collision. Oh my, it's like getting exponentially bigger! He'll consume us all! Oh my god, the fucking trees? What the fuck is happening? This fucking game! I'm assuming this is what I was supposed to see. Oh my god! It eclipses the mountains themselves! Do you think it'll crash? I hope it crashes. Oh, look at this. There's your... If the center object is in the camera, that's what decides if it renders or not. That's true. This might, like, corrupt my save data. But I guess I have the cloud backup, so I'm fine. Look at that! You can see it, like, it's still going into the sky. I want to see it, like, get past the temple. Like, it's still getting bigger. You can see that every few, turns, the texture is, like, changing as it gets bigger. I'm terrified of seeing this thing animate. Wait a second. Wait, now she's getting bigger, too! It's spreading! This guy's not the only one anymore. She's, like, growing wings. It's a beautiful angel of corruption. If it's actually exponential, it might. Otherwise, it might take too long. It does seem like it's slowing down. I don't think I'm seeing any, like, it go any further than that. Oh, but that one's back to normal now. Oh wait, no, it just started getting bigger. Why is this what causes it? How does one thing connect to another? What is the relation here? Is it like a LOD thing? That's like slowly distorting the model because I'm like running towards and away from? Like if I just do this, like not in a circle around Irida? Okay. Yeah, so I think if I just like walk back and forth, that also does it. It doesn't have to be around her. Although this, I like this ritual better. Oh my god, it's got like giant ass ears. Is the head getting stretched out? Oh my, look at this, it's like blocking out the sun! Like I'm seeing, there's no light anymore. Oh no, they're back! No, they're back to normal! I wanted to be able to like get close and see what would happen, but I can't. Huh. Cool. But like, how does that happen? Why? if these are what those caves were all about earlier. Because there's another one here that doesn't have much in it besides, you know, the usual. But maybe now there's like a legendary inside? No. Just the normal goodies. The thing about Giratina, though, is that, like, I had already an idea of where to look. This is... I have no idea, and it's completely up to me. So, I guess this is what I asked for a moment ago, but... But if it's, like, conditional, though, like, okay, so I would... In this place, I would need to wait for a snowstorm. And then go to what I assume is the, I don't know, where I fought the Alpha earlier? Speaking of, still no Alpha Zoroark in here, but I will always help myself to a little friend. You can never have too many of these things. Don't have space in your satchel. I don't like the sound of that! I gotta go back to camp. Hey, believe me, though, I'm sure there's plenty already that would make this game crash. Like, there's nothing to worry about. Shiny snow? What do you mean shiny snow? What could be in here besides snowballs? Stardust and snowballs! Hey now, okay, now we're talking. Yeah, let's heal up and box up. So does anybody know where I can find another hot spring besides the one in that village? Because that's the only one that I know of. Oh shit, more of these too. Oh, don't need these stones. Don't need these stones. Don't need Stardust. That's a crazy amount of Evo stones to have. Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure. I mean, none of these other ones, like, read like Snowy. Amid fog-bound ruins. It sounds like there's, between that and the sludge, the next place I would want to go is the Crimson Mirelands. Which is great, because I also need to find a Turtwig to evolve into something else. I think there's a hot spring sort of northwest above the arena you fight Avalugg. Oh, well hey, maybe I'll check that out before leaving. See, I just wish I could do that, the thing I just did, but, like, as a fish. It's just not the same. Sort of northwest of where you fight Avalugg. That sounds familiar. That sounds like a place I could go to. Poor Turtwig is getting so cold. Hey, you know what I just realized would be a beautiful image? Turtwig bundled up in some cozy clothes. That's what I think. By the way, do I have a Garchomp yet? I think my previous attempts to find one have both resulted in my killing it. But I could look at... Oh, hey, we got some dead trees down here. There's some Lickitungs in here, too. I guess that's the key distinction. Snowfall Hot Spring. Oh, these both broke out? Oh, one of them got through. Nice. No, not Sneasler. I'm here to pick up the item, of course. Broke out again. Good thing they're, like, friendly enough. That's better. Alright, so we gotta look through these trees now. I already see it. I like the half-lidded expression on this one. Oh, this is exclamation mark. The bang, if you will. Alright, well, with that, I still want to find that Garchomp. So I'll do that before leaving too. Now if I want to find where the Riolu Ruins are, it is on like somewhere on this side of the map, but I think it's before the Avalugg area, not after. Yeah, it's this cave right over here, I believe. Hibernal Cave. Yeah. Places where you'd find stuff like this. And I believe if I want to find a Garchomp, it's like way up high on one of these like cliff sides. Give me the salt. It's either on these cliffs or it's like on the adjacent cliff. I only cared to find like 3 of the unknown, but I might go back to it at some point. Wait! So Sam, have you met Arceus? Are the unknown not required to get to Arceus? Rapidly looking back and forth between the game and chat for that immediate answer. Yeah, though, I would recommend it. Following the clues and the hints is a lot of fun. It's one of the few things that, like, I don't know, is good about the exploration in Arceus. That's the thing, ultimately, is that, like, I'm not sure if the topography that these areas are laid out in is, I would say, good. Because obviously there's like a right way and a wrong way to do such a thing. I'm not sure where I would peg Arceus on that scale, though. I think if there was more things like the Bidoof Dam, that'd be interesting, but it is literally the only thing like it in the game. So I hesitate to compliment it too hard. But yeah, like something like Eterna Forest could be like much cooler if it like wasn't like a straight line as well. And there were like other things to do, but there's just not. So I don't know. Uh-oh. You only need one unknown. You don't need every single one. Oh. In that case, maybe I will simply hold true to my only Pokeballs rule. And this thing is level 85? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's just like Volo all over again. I was thinking that by catching all the unknown, I was lowering my number that was like 20-something. But I guess not. Okay. I don't want to take any more risks than that, especially if it's going to start using shit that, like, has recoil on it. So I will let Garchomp do its thing, and I'll throw regular Pokeballs as much as I have to, right until my team is down for the count. Like, I've missed out on the opportunity to get one of these so many times. How many more must I do it? I can't believe I caught that fucking Garchomp on one try. What happened? What was that? Ugh. I think until all my Pokemon die is coming a bit sooner rather than later, perhaps. See Arceus, you need to catch every Pokemon except for Mythicals, and any alt forms are not necessary. See, this is like the normal amount of luck that I should be having. Like, this makes sense. As far as catching things goes. Oh, I hate when it gets to act twice, back to back like that. I just wish it wasn't level 85, is the thing. Go, Turtwig. Well, it's this or nothing. Do I have Turtwig's blessing? Do I have Turtwig's luck? It's no good. Wait, I have snowballs. I can keep going. I have snowballs. I can keep going. Okay, I can't keep going. I tried. Oh, so it's like to the left of where I start. Oh, I can't move while being targeted. Am I safe? Are you gonna get me? Oh, that thing's still looking. That thing loves to look. I will keep doing this. I want that Garchomp. That's actually a fresh Pokemon that will get me to Arceus, and I want it, and I'll do it, and I want it, and I'll get it. I might have some more throwing items in storage, although I kind of doubt it. We got logs, we got healing things. Yeah, we got some mud. We got some snowballs. We actually don't have snowballs. That's kind of rough then. Wonder if the better strategy this time around would be to simply catch it unawares. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling like. Do I have a normal apricorns, or have I used all of those? Like, can you throw regular apricorns, or only the rotten ones? Its proper name is actually brown apricorn. Because if I can throw those, then that means that I could catch this thing, like, without even, like, trying. Like, I could definitely catch a Garchomp after 172 of those. And hey, maybe I'll start even collecting more for the road in advance. So yes, you just want to maybe get like an immediate left from here. Yeah, anyways, there's still a couple of Wii U games that I had in mind. And not just, like, virtual console stuff, either. Like, there was a game I got on Wii U called Armillo that I uninstalled, but I will need to re-download or I won't ever have it again. I'll need to find a way to make room for the Xenoblade X Performance DLC. Because that game has really bad load times off of disk unless you like download a bunch of extra shit to make the draw distance and the load times and stuff better. And I still want to do that Partners in Time. I'll have to figure out a way to get that. Armello? I think Armillo, like Armadillo. It's kind of like a Mario Galaxy Maze game. It's uninstalled because I didn't like it very much, but if you know, I don't want to lose access to it forever either. I believe it's Armillo, if I recall correctly. And like, what's gonna happen to the Pushmo games? There's just gonna be no more Pushmo? Because those were like digital exclusive first-party titles that just haven't been ported to anything else. Same with all of the Dylan's Rolling Western games, things like this. That's gonna be rough for that stuff to disappear. Yeah, I believe it's like an indie game. No berries. Berries! I'm just taking another chance on that. That's just not right. I've never heard of Armillo, but Armello is a furry board game that's pretty fun. Hey, this is a weird thing, but not speaking of furries, but speaking of board games. Which is to say, speaking of Socks streams, because God game. Did you guys hear about what happened with Find the Chomix? I don't know why I'm fighting this thing. Just something to pass the time, I guess. Okay, I'm going back to Garchomp. That should be a suitable distance to establish to reset the range. Although something is sort of pissed at me, but I don't know from where. Is it the Garchomp? It'd be nice if within this big horizontal red line that the eye occupies on screen, it could act as sort of like a Xenoblade compass. Like it would slide left to right to show you what is looking at you. Because as is, it could just be an eye. The red lens flare in both directions does not provide me with any additional useful information at the moment. Remember Meme Run? Guys, Meme Run is gonna be gone! What are we gonna do without memes? I did not hear about it. Well, for those out of the loop, Find the Chomix is a part of the re-burgeoning Find the Things genre on Roblox that are like these treasure hunts where you have to find, you know, a bunch of different collectibles. There's like Find the Markers. There's like Find the Epic Faces. There's a classic one. So Find the Chomix was one that Socks was playing, and is infamous for being extremely difficult. There were like 400 and something Chomix to find in that game. 472, I believe. And Socks had been doing these huge streams where they were trying to find all the Chomix, like actually 100%ing that game. Which should be like fucking impossible, because everything is like hidden in such like a mean-spirited way where you have to like click the camera inside of walls to like find the clues and know where to go. But Socks was giving it everything they got. Like, they were so devoted and dedicated to that game, to truly finding all the Chomix. For the record, by the way, Chomik is the Polish word for hamster. It is a Bonzi Buddy-esque virus that circulated in Poland. You just had to find like little JPEGs of those. Oh, I just came back. Are we talking about this? Yup. And there was supposed to be a big update coming to that game where they were going to add like 100 more Chomix. But another Roblox developer, of like one of the other Find the games, like came forward and revealed that the creator of Find the Chomix is actually like a total piece of shit. So now the Socks series is like canceled. But the good news of this is that Find Everything, which is Socks' owned Find the game, which is kind of like it's in development, and it was inspired by those streams, is still coming along. But there's some other like Find the games that are the whole Find the community is basically in an outrage to summarize. I'm gonna see if I can throw these, Can I not throw apricorns? I don't think you can. I don't think these are, like, usable ammo. I think you have to battle then. I mean, I can try mud, but I think we know by now that it is... I mean, unless these also daze it, but I really don't think they do, because they're not, like, hard objects that you're, like, pelting it with. I think I just gotta give this to Sylveon. That's the best I can do. $85, though. I mean, how do you make that happen? Maybe that's the reason. I mean, do I still have any level caps regarding my, Oh, not again. Regarding my, adventurer rank, or whatever you want to call it? I mean, it will get a bunch of extra turns, but I will hit harder, which means earlier chances to catch, maybe? I'll try a super. Yeah. That HP range is closer to what I had last time. That's a really good place to be. Assuming, that is, that I'll have any chance anytime soon to attempt catches, because it's about to have 4 turns, and I'm gonna have 1 shot. So there might not even be too many chances to catch before I run out of party members. And that's certainly not helping. Oh, Agile style too. That's gonna eat 2 Pokemon right now, straight away. I could try using Revives, but that's just the same thing as using, like, any item on any turn. It wouldn't let me use more Pokeballs like it would with the Volo battle. I only got away with that because I could survive these hits. I can't survive these hits. Sylveon could, I guess. Sylveon is the only Pokemon that actually does, like, last more than 1 hit. But Staraptor sure don't. Like, I'm already down to, like, 2 balls that I can even attempt. I guess a good strategy for next time is that if I can't get it with the ball from behind, then I could try, like, catching it unawares. Like, I can start a battle from behind, and that gives me, like, extra turns to attempt catching. Like, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Alright, well, the only thing we have left now is Turtwig's luck. Oh, and I don't even get a shot. Turtwig has been cancelled. No more Turtwig's luck. Hey, at least I'm, like, filling in my Pokédex entries real good, because I've been seeing it use Outrage constantly. Yeah, well, I need to leave the battle and then go to camp in that order, because it's still targeting me. I can't even, like, break anything anymore. I can't, like, farm any resources. I can try doing it one more time, but I think if I lose my whole party, like, a 3rd time, like, I'm not about to turn this into a Volo situation. This is not as important. It's not as necessary. I still have Garchomp in the Pokédex. It's just, like, a thing that, like, you know, if I can get it, I'd like to have it. But I think the last time I ran into one of these, it was, like, in the 60s. So being cranked up to 80 is, like, the real problem here. I guess that's the thing, is that I don't really, like, do battles anymore, really. I can't think of any... The last situation outside of these trainer battles where I've gotten, like, significant experience from my Pokemon, like, I would really give her for the trainer battles, or for the wild battles before, not just the trainer battles. And now it's really, like, I just only do, like, the one thing, is the situation. Oh, I like the idea of, like, climbing a wall and then transferring to Braviary before you reach the top of what it is that you're climbing. That's a really great way to gain elevation without, like, needing to go all the way. believe it's up here, yeah. Got the little red crystal down there, looks familiar enough. Or is it not? Oh, it is! Oh, and the gimble's back too, which is not ideal. But I think if I catch it unawares, then it won't get involved in the battle. So we'll start with some good old raspberries. Some razzle-dazzle. Yep, good. I mean, I can try catching and that won't piss it off still. So, you know, you never know. The fuck? I tipped over! Hungry and then sleepy. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh no, my bird! My birds! Your birds? Just climb the wall, just climb the wall. You gotta get out of there. Okay. Well, back to the other thing that I said I would do. Because if I threw a berry and it's asleep, I don't think it's going to get much more opportune than that. So we'll use a berry and catch it unawares. I hate that range, though. No. Nobody is noticing me right now. Nobody is noticing anybody. It's like not interested. Maybe it's because there's like a wall on the way and it's too stupid to figure out how to get to it. Oh yeah, it wants this one for sure. Wait, no, it wants this one for sure. Don't look to your right, look to your left. There we go. And unawares. This is gonna be the best shot we have. Three turns next though, jeez. Offensive stats were lowered too, not bad at all. Oh, but it only lost the one turn. It still gets to keep the next two. Alright, bye Sylveon. More of that recoil though. So I can start throwing balls earlier, but its health isn't as low as it was last time, so whether that shakes out to a catch or not is really difficult to say. But I'll give it what it's worth. And who knows, it could try more double thingies, but it really likes using that one other thing. Outrage, I guess, yeah. Oh, Samurot's pretty good at surviving this, actually. I guess because its stats are lowered is the thing, though. From Sylveon. Returned to normal. Goody. I was kind of relying on that Garchomp. Yeah, some extra recoil, like, at this stage would go a long way. I think that'd really help out. Oh, Luxray avoided! That's nice, thank you. Thank you, my friend. It'd be interesting if there was such a thing as agile throws and strong throws as well, you know? Like, you could throw more balls and have less of a chance, or throw fewer balls, but have a bigger chance. But I guess if neutral amount of tries is 1, then you can't really go any lower than that. Unless you're like 0.5 of a ball. Maybe like a different kind of ball entirely that is like more expensive to produce. I'm telling you, Garchomp, I'm feeling in a bit of an outrage myself at the moment. I'm already down to 2. Guys, I don't think this is happening. I don't think this is gonna work. I think this is where I have to draw the line. With the Pokeball strategy, its stats keep going up. That's the worst part of it, though, when you, like, don't get a turn on the Turtwig turn. Because at least then, if I have a turn when I have Turtwig, I get to, like, I don't know, blow into the dice for good luck. But Garchomp just has to be out here, like, making everything, like, immediately hopeless. It's a real tragedy. Hey, I've got some of these. What's in Lost and Found right now? Maven, Annie, Prosperity. I don't know any Prosperities. And I guess I'll just take most of that and put it back in the box. Well, that's kind of sad. If that Garchomp was like the level that it used to be, I probably would be able to get it. But I think I'm just way too under-leveled to be able to attempt that right now. It's just not happening for me. Yeah, I'll get out of here for real, though. I would like to find one of those legendaries for tonight. But I don't know really how to get myself into the conditions that make it appear. Not sure what to do about that. But, at the very least, we can, like, go to a new area, because there's some stuff I wanted to do in Crimson Mirelands. There's some stuff I wanted to do in, Obsidian Fieldlands. And dare I say, even more stuff that I wanted to do in the Mountain Land. Regarding the unknown search. An outbreak of Krogunk, or Toxicroak, rather. That's my worst nightmare. I'll go there, though. I'll fuck with it. And who knows, there are Garchomp that roam around here too, so maybe I can find one that's, like, not, like, that high of a level. But yeah, one of these, hints related to, like, a spring where fairies roam, and I know exactly where that is. Like, I don't have to think about it for a second, I just know. I feel the fairy in me. And then Chimchar would say, yeah, I bet you do. Oh, this is the mouse outbreak? But they're all gonna fight me. I guess I could simply kill them all. I don't know what's good against Krogunk, though. I'm sorry, Toxicroak. Maybe Sylveon's good? Like, if I'm looking for levels, and I also hate Toxicroak, because they're a bitch, and this could be a great way to resolve two problems at once. Assuming this does, like, a good amount of damage. Because 4 of these at once is not going to be good. Avoided! Looking around. Another nasty plot. Looking around. This is, like, surprisingly, like nice on me. I've suffered damage from maybe, like, 1 attack, and that's it. There we go. Why's the grass over here freaking out? I promise I'm not running in circles around anybody right now. Not this time. Not very effective. I like the odds of this. I like the sound of that. I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, though. If I can one-shot them, I'll one-shot them. Ugh. Guess that was gonna happen eventually. Let's try Luxray. Well, actually, now that someone's dead, I can, like, oh, flying is good against these guys. Is it because they're... I mean, they know ground moves. Are they poisoned ground type? Like, what are you that is weak to flying? I swear to God, if this thing is grass instead of water, I'm gonna scream. That's not fair. That is not fair. Yeah, this is the way to go, though. If I can, like, one-shot them without even, like, needing the agile strong stuff, that's huge. Okay, I guess I only one-shotted previously because it was a crit. So that, ooh, that probably still should have been like a strong attack then. Yeah. It's poison fighting. Fighting is weak to flying. That's true. Have you ever tried to fight a bird? You won't win. I'll keep busting more of these out, though. Because you get, like, rewards for, like, winning these, right? I'm just curious how many waves there are. Because, like, there's potential for there to be a lot of Toxicroaks here. Because with the Yanma, there was, like, what, like a dozen of them, right? Oh, yeah, so, and Earth Power has no effect, too, which is nice. That still does do a lot of damage, though, so that's not ideal. I think I want Sylveon revived, too, because if I want the whole team to get experience, that's going to matter a lot. I can do this. And then I can use my second turn to... I guess I can revive Sylveon out of battle. I'll use my second turn to kill. What am I talking about? I can heal out of battle, too. Goodbye. Oh god, yeah, there's more to this outbreak for sure. It looks like I want to make some more healing items first, though. Because I've got nothing. I'm so upset that you can't, like, stand on top of items as, like, physics objects. That missing bee in my unknown collection is gonna drive me up the fucking wall. This is simply more economical. Oh, there's like 2 of you left. Like, maybe an outbreak always means 10 is what it means. But if they haven't noticed me yet, maybe I can just, like, catch them. No, they noticed, alright. You guys want mud? I can catch one of you, maybe. Like, they're kind of fast, so it's not an easy approach, but hey, we'll see. It is faster than battling. I broke out, too. Oh, they're so fucking fast! This is what it's like when I'm dog sitting. I think I just wasted one. That I can't meet the minimum to stun it again, so this is gonna have to be a battle for sure. Ugh. I'm sorry, that's quite enough of that. But it's only these 2 in the battle, it's not the other 2. Oh, it's so tantalizingly close to one-shotting with the standard, but I really don't want to use the strong type yet. I might just have to right now, though. Yeah, that's gonna kill. Well, we'll always have Sylveon. actually, look at this. Turtwig knows a super effective move. Griffin, I'm not gonna do that. Come on now. Turtwig is doing great for himself. He's not doing Toxicroak levels of great, not yet. But we'll get there. Is this a satchel? No, that's like dropped item. There's like more than 10. It keeps going. Probably should have left some supers behind. Because now I'm going to have to do this every time I want to heal. Yeah, some of them are running away, even like when I do like start the battle. Huh. Maybe you don't have to fight as many as like I think that I do. It just like makes it look like there's more, maybe? Hey, that gets the job done. I think this is the last one, though. There aren't any others that are spawning anymore. Okay, maybe I can use the berries. What? Yeah, this is definitely the last one. Yeah, if I can one-shot it, may as well use strong style, may as well. That's better. Whew! Right, now it's gonna say that I cleared the outbreak? Because, it's not saying that right now. Are there more, somehow? On, like, the ridges, or, like, a little further down? There is one, like, hiding here. Well, if I can catch it unawares, or perhaps just flat out catch it. Uh-oh. Then that'll end the outbreak. Let's try another one of these. Yeah, taking them one at a time is actually kind of the better strategy, because then you don't have to, like, share turns with anybody, you just can always go first. Okay, yeah, here we go. Wait... When it says the reported Pokemon seem to be gone, does that mean that it, like, strayed too far from the outbreak zone and it, like, interpreted that as me giving up? Or does that mean that I cleared it as I was supposed to? Or do they just keep coming until the timer runs out? These and more could all be possible. I need to stop reading those purple plants as wisps. That's going to be the end of me. Speaking of, I haven't seen a new one of those in ages. As we've been revisiting these previous areas. I think that's kind of the end of the road. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, this is like getting really framey. Where does that waterfall come from? What feeds this river? This is gonna be asking some serious questions. That's a log. Oh, is this like where you first come out of the cave? Is this place? There's a Gyarados up here. I feel like I recognize the shape of the body of water, but I do not recognize the Pokemon that are spawning right now. Gyarados and a Weevil, how strange. Back to the max. Maybe I have been here, and I just don't know it. Oh, it's definitely near A cave, because this is where the Reggie stones were, or whatever. There were other mysteries in here that I wasn't able to make out, though. Maybe this is where a legendary might show up? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember those clues very well outside of... Oh yeah, this is where the Cranidos stuff is. I don't remember the clues that were given to me at HQ much more than Thunderstorm, Snowstorm, and something else. Normal Storm. Oh, I like the pep up. Yeah, the fairy fountain is like at the very bottom of the river, though, so... Or... There's like a path that shoots off from it? What is this place? There's no, like, pond here, but there is, like... There's a bunch of, like, valleys that I don't recognize here. Is there anything major to find? There's an alpha cute thing. But there's also, like, several adjacent valleys, none of which I recognize. No, I think I've been here before, too. Boulder Roll Ravine. This is, like near a climbing location, isn't it? And there's, like, another ravine on the other side. It's ravines all the way down. And then another ravine! It just keeps going, and there's nothing but fucking gravelers all the way down. And I think that's where it's supposed to stop? Unless I can keep climbing this direction. Might be able to if there's items right here. Oh, there's that fog! I was hoping I finally found a new place, but it never happens. And this is where the graveyard was. So the spring is definitely south of this. Or is it? These are the only bodies of water that can be found here. This is... Where's the camp? If this is the camp, this is the one that I keep thinking I can find a wisp at. This is where the thing starts. The Fabled Spring. Oh, so it is at the bottom of the river. Okay. I guess from a distance it just looks like a normal, like, end of a river. But maybe if I get closer, then all the pretty shit kicks in. Because it's not doing that right now. It looks like fucking nothing with his draw distance. Oh yeah, it's just like flowers and it's just looking a little nicer. So you're telling me that I'm supposed to be able to find an unknown here? Let's take a look at the clue before I wind up reading every single thing. Amid fog-bound ruins, 3 pillars in a world of ice. Probably could have found that one earlier too. It would have to be this one then, right? Nook within a quarry. What? Where did I read anything about fairies? Wait a second. Was I reading something that I already got? Amid fog-bound ruins. Among flowers at the spring where fairies dwell. Yeah, I already got this one. That's silly. That's silly that I already did that. Okay, well, I guess I'll just see if I catch this thing. I want to leave with something. Come on! This is happening, okay? What? It's not happening. It's not happening. It's never gonna happen for me. I'm poisoned! I can't use Basculegion? Guess not while I'm poisoned. I guess the weather cleared up, though. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the fuck a Fogbound Ruin is. Where I would find that. The fact that it plays this... Oh, maybe it's playing it because of the grappler. I thought Magikarp was, like, caused to start playing scary music. Kinda just want to warp out of here. There we go. Alright then. The only other place that I was thinking of for tonight was Crimson Mirelands, so I guess I'll just make that happen sooner rather than later. What was the point of coming here? I'm getting that damn Turtwig. It's all I have to left to live for. I've almost like given up on the legendaries because they don't make any sense to me. Yeah, I think it's Beach, I think it's Obsidian Fieldlands, and I think it's Alabaster Icelands. So, not here, but I'll go here anyways. Because, like, when a weather event happens is not helpful. The only thing weather events in this game do is make your visibility extremely low. And then how do you know where to look? There's only a when, but not a where. I don't know, I just don't feel like that's like the right kind of clue. It's not the clue I want. That's a fucking Chomuk puzzle. It's a Pachirisu. Wait a second, the sound! There might be a shiny somewhere down here. Is that what that sound means? Does that sound mean that I found a shiny? Oh, I think I see it. Bidoof, you gotta go. I think it's over this way. There's something like brighter, but not blue over there. Oh, it's a flower griffin. Well, I'm gonna catch everything I see here just to be safe, but I think that sound meant I found a shiny. What else could it be? Why else would it sound like a fucking slot machine? Like, I didn't do anything else that would have, like, given, like, kind of, like, response. Did I go too far away? Is it too late? Did it despawn? All these other ones are here. Is it a fucking shiny Bidoof? This one has, like, a slightly brighter coat. For fuck's sakes, I think this is a shiny Bidoof! Why is it always gotta be shit that's, like, stupid? It's always Zubats and Bidoofs. I never get like a shiny Garchomp or a Giratina. I almost would have rathered me having flown too far away and missed my chance. Because then at least I would have had, like, the mystique of always getting to wonder, what if? Like, maybe it was something cooler. I would have been fine with the shiny Pachirisu. It's a fucking Bidoof. And it's also, like, a gross color. Like, it's not even a cool color. It's like a slightly brighter coat. Bidoof enjoyers. Can we not use the brand new emote that I poured so much time and love and effort into? To use it as a tool to clown on me? That's supposed to be a tool of encouragement, not of harassment. Oh, hi, Giant Haunter. Hey, Wispy, though! Thank you very much. 6 wisps remaining. I still don't think I'm far enough to the corner here. Yeah, it's across the river. What are we thinking about that though, chat? About that new emote? Is the style good? I guess for those of you watching the Pokemon VOD and did not watch Animal Crossing earlier, as discussed previously on other Pokemon streams, new emotes. I finished this animated sign-in GIF, and I did a Maid Keaton to accompany Maid Corin. Not to scale. So basically, there's this guy, and he like Tortwig. Oh, great. I'm not dealing with this shit. Alright, so, the other thing that I'm here for is a clue. I'm here for clues and mysteries. What we want? Not a world of ice. A tree felled on sludge. Now, this is a place with a lot of sludge. I like it. The dark outline is weirder scaled down, though. The dark outline? I have like a white stroke on it. By dark outline, do you mean like on the inside of the stroke? Like just the normal ass line art? I guess this might be one of those things where I would like need to see what it looks like from somebody else's device, because apparently emotes look nicer on all my screens than they do on everybody else's screens. Okay, so just like a single tree like tipped over. That's like easier to look for than the last tree in a sludgy area that I was looking for. Because then there's actually like a special feature that makes it stand out from all the other trees. It has to be a felled tree in sludge. This is kind of the area where we found the last unknown. So my guess would be that it is in the other swampy areas. So maybe to my left right now. Yeah, this bog over here. Hey, there's a felled tree right now! In Gabe Jaw Bog. But it's felled! I guess maybe there are multiple felled trees. And they're all in the sludge. So like with any other clue, it has all the potential in the world to be confusing as the last one. For me, there's the side and art, the white outline, and then on the outer edge of the white border, there's a dark line. I did have Twitch handle the auto-scaling. Like I just fed it like the 128 by 128 version, and then Twitch made the others. It just like generates them and like auto downscales. I wonder if Twitch is adding that in, because it's like not on my end. I can try to export like different resolutions and like upload it manually and see if that happens. I'll do that after the stream, and I guess just let me know next time if that's any different for you. Well, this is kind of like in the middle of the sludge. It's not in the log. It's not around the log. I guess it doesn't count. Log in the sludge. Log in the sludge. There's a lot of felled trees over here, though. Oh! This ain't sludge! What kind of hint is this? I found this by mistake. This has nothing to do with sludge. It's fucking dirt and rocks. That's the letter M for someone made a huge mistake. It might be an import artifact or something, but I actually checked higher res and it seems the same. You know, like, this might look weird, what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna hold down control and zoom in on the screen so I can look at the side emote closer. Whoa, whoa, look at that, you can see like the little border between the two displays. That's the journey that my mouse must travel. Zooming in further. Oh god. Oh god! Whoa! That's insane! Welcome to my special void. Oh, you're right, there is like an extra like dark border. You know what? I've got a theory about that as well. I think that is how, GIFs handle transparency. I think the alpha channel is like an either-or thing. And because there is aliasing on the line art, when I add a stroke, the stroke has aliasing as well. I can see if it's possible to make a stroke that, is either like on or off that doesn't produce that effect. If not, we've got trouble. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know if Photoshop, I think Photoshop just like automatically anti-aliases whatever strokes you make with it, but I'll see if there's like options that I can like turn that off somehow and just make like a stroke that has a hard edge to it. In case that's not the case, in case I can't do that, does anybody know what else I could do to make a stroke in Photoshop without like the layer style mode? I guess maybe I could try an outer glow, but no, that's even blurrier. I wouldn't be able to make a hard edge with anything like that. I think the solution might just be to make the background white. Actually, IDK. I would not want a white background. That would be cringe. Because, like, I've devoted a certain predetermined amount of padding around the border of the image so that there's like, room for that stroke. If I want no stroke, I would use the whole canvas, but what else would the padding be for if not for that? I would have to, like, redraw all of my emotes to not have stroke, to, like, draw them bigger. Yeah, let me go to the Adamant village. I'm feeling like even though we found an unknown there, if there is like a statue eye, like it is a village. There's only like a small handful of villages in this game. It's like behind this, isn't it? No. No, that's definitely up. This is probably one of those situations where you gotta Google Twitch animated emote black outline and see other people's solutions. Because I see other animated emotes that have fixed this problem without having a black border on the emote. I mean, I think, well, obviously, I think I already know what's causing the problem. It's just a matter of, removing the anti-aliasing from the stroke. I mean, you know what? We can answer this right now. I have it on my desktop. I can just drag it into Photoshop. And, I'll just take a peek at the stroke tool options. And I can confirm this to you right now, whether or not I even have that at my disposal. Double-click. Stroke. Here are our options. Size. It's set to 5 right now by default. Position. Outside, inside, center. So we can have an inner stroke if I want. Right now it's outside, that's why it's on the outside side and not on the inside. Blend mode, that's kind of how the color interacts with other layers. Overprint, I don't know what overprint does, but it is a checkbox. By default, it is off. When I tick it and then I zoom in, it does not affect the anti-aliased edges. Oh, if you mouse over it, it says what it does. Overstroke means that it blends stroke against current layer contents. We got a fill type. We can use a gradient stroke or a color stroke or a pattern stroke. Right now it's a pattern stroke. And then we have color. So no, there is no way, I'm gonna close Photoshop now, to, at least with the built-in stroke tool, to remove that anti-aliasing. That's just forcibly there. What do you mean the left eye? I knew there was like a statue in the center, so I thought that might have something to do with it, but I guess it doesn't. I guess at the end of the day, my heart just belongs to Adaman. Just had to come visit. I just felt drawn to him. I guess next step would be looking that up, though. See what solutions there are. Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you, some views never get old. So, our remaining clues. Volcano bullshit. Nook with a quarry. Now, a quarry sounds like it might be in the Crimson Mirelands or the mountainous area. Where stones pile high amid fog-bound ruins. I mean, there's like stones and foggy ruins, like, where you fight the boss, isn't there? If I go up here. These could be piled high stones, maybe. This could be what it's referring to. Another option could be... I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, piled high stones. I don't know so much about the fog, but you know. I could like... No. I was thinking of like some layer shit. Where like I pasted the GIF over several copies of itself so that the anti-aliasing, like the transparency would like stack up until it's completely opaque. Much like fog, if you will. But I think because that's a 60 frame GIF, I would have to like balloon the amount of layers to like, I don't know, whatever 60 times, like 300 layers. And I have to do that shit by hand, so it's like not easy. I could also try, instead of doing a stroke, I could do like a color overlay and then like offset this side and thing, but then it wouldn't even be like a perfect stroke. What's the point? Oh, hey, there it is! There's Unknown! I don't know. As far as thinking it out in my head goes, I really don't know what the solution would be. There's a couple of approaches, but all of them sound like really tedious and like unnecessary. Like, surely there's a better way. You know? Is there anything else on top of these pillars? Like, if I try to climb them? Does anything special happen? Because special things happened the last area I climbed shit. But it's during the daytime, so it's not too easy to tell right now. I have to get real up close for it to spawn in at this time of day. But it's not something that I've, like, tried before, so... There's no proof that it couldn't happen. What is that? I think what gets me is not the fact that I'm standing on nothing, but the fact that the collision, in the collision's eye, there is something that is taller than my left leg that requires me to raise my boot slightly higher than my other foot. Ow. Also, I just noticed that mixed into the sound when you take damage is like the little, like, the classic Pokemon noise and you, like, bump into a wall. Oh yeah, there's a lot of... I could have been looking here for a while, huh? LMAO, this game is kind of a mess. Oh, you don't say, hey, there's a wisp! I gotta head to bed. Good luck with the stream. Yeah, I'm probably wrapping up here too. That Turtwig and the Unknown is like the last thing that I wanted to do. So I guess since I'm not being targeted by anything, we'll turn in our Pokemon and call it a night, I think. I'm not sure if this does truly spell the end of the streams yet. Because most of what I have to do is finding just random Pokemon or evolving shit, which is just like all my own time. However, we've got 3 new legendary Pokemon in the mix, and it wasn't my top priority to find them now, but it could be. It could be for later. So maybe that can be like the big focus next stream. I guess alongside wrapping up whatever remaining unknown there are, in which case there are 4 left eye atop the village. Maybe there's like a statue of a Pokemon in the hub where that could be. This is definitely in the Iceland. And a nook within a quarry still concerns me. Although I do know exactly where there is a quarry location. I think a lot of Nose Pass and Probopass like to hang out in it. Maybe some Graveler. And I do ignore it every time I stumble across it. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this place. Let's get out of here. So I think it's very likely that there could be an unknown lying in wait, unbeknownst to me. I can't believe this bullshit with the shiny Bidoof. I have the worst luck. That's, if there's anything to report, like how this particular stream went, it's Griffin's luck ran out. I caught Giratina without even trying. And then after that, oh hey, new rank though. Yeah, I will report, but we'll go home for now. Everything after that, like, cursed me. It had to run out eventually. It had to happen. You know, this is something that I would never recommend to anybody. Sincerely. But hey, if you don't want to see the black outlines, maybe dark mode can help with that. That's the only reason I'm doing a stroke anyways, is because everybody else besides me uses dark mode. Like, oh, I gotta make a stroke so the poor dark mode users can see the edges of my emotes. Had I not made this concession, we would not have this problem. But it's too late now. All the emotes are like this, and I'm not redrawing all of them. I even gave them like the specific non-perfect white, the off-white that the Twitch chat has. I believe it's like F1, F1, F1. I don't know, I'm not really seeing any statues with eyes in this particular village. I'm not sure where I'd find it. But there are more than one unknown to find in the first place, because you do still get like the one behind the house and the one that was in front of the gate. I mean, these are kind of statues, although I don't know if I'd be able to throw that high. Yeah, that's like there's a maximum like amount of up you can look that it simply does not accommodate. I could try looking behind the building and see if there's anything in here. God damn it, the Bidoof. This is gonna like keep interrupting me until I do it too. Maybe that shiny Bidoof can help me. Who knows? Yeah, is there any like statue in the back of the building? There's a cool like balcony area actually, but I'll never be able to go up there and enjoy the view. And those are two separate things, by the way. I will never be able to go up there, and I will never be able to enjoy any view because this game is this game. Alright, let's rank up. Maybe this will solve the Giratina. Not the Giratina, the Garchomp problem. Regarding, like, Pokemon not... I could swear that the rank that I'm at now means that all Pokemon up to level 100 are fine. But I could be wrong. You've made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star. Octuple, yippee! You can now use jet balls. Better rewards, and that's it. So I definitely already have the Pokemon obedience thing. Hey, a recipe for a full restore, though. I guess I was wondering earlier why I didn't have the recipe for full revives as well. Max revives. I guess I'll get that as well. Wurmple's evolved? He's in a pickle? Eugene? What's wrong? We'll find out next time. Because until then, that was Pokemon Legends Arceus for tonight. How much cash do I have? 25,000. That's no upgrade. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can also subscribe to me. I'm doing the fucking Bidoof thing right now. You can also subscribe to me right here on Twitch if you particularly enjoyed the stream and want to, you know, if you're interested in getting a Sidon emote that apparently, like, okay, look at this, look at this. Wait a second. I guess OBS interprets like a black outline too, where the edges are supposed to be. I'm curious. So if you want one of those, you can subscribe and get all sorts of other emotes on top of that. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server where there are all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out in, both on and off stream. And if any of what there's like a group selection thing you can do. If any of what I just mentioned happens to interest you, you can... What the fuck is going on here? I think the green box means I was like selecting things to release. And I definitely do not want to release my shiny. For God's sake. Okay. I will approach. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server where there are all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out on, both on and off stream. And if any of what I just mentioned happens to interest you, you can check out the links to all of that in the Twitch cards below if you're watching this live, or in the YouTube description if you're watching the VOD. Oh, wait, what? I thought my goal was to catch it. What do you want? Fuck you. This is too Bidoof, too many. Caught it, great going team. Is that a... There's 2 remaining Bidoof! I guess the good news, though, is that because of all the exploring that I've already done, I already know where the last 2 are. One of them hangs out in the corner over here. Oh! Whoa! I was like blinking in and out there. And then my memory as to where the last one is a little fuzzier. So I'm not sure. But I can look around. It's like over here somewhere on this side, isn't it? Near like one of the houses or in an alleyway. Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, fuzzier memory, huh? I like how my Bidoof is like not interested in this at all. Like it's not returning, it's not reciprocating the enthusiasm. Oh god. That puts all the little troublemakers safely in our custody. Now give them the old heave-ho. Who? My construction corps could find a use for them? What? We're gonna use them as labor? But these naughty nibblers have caused so much trouble for the construction corps. They're just Pokemon being Pokemon. How are they supposed to know our village is a strict no chewing zone? Shows good taste on their part to come all the way here to not honor our woodwork, too. Whoa! The rotation? But if they're gonna stay here, they'll have to help with our work. Does this, like, expand the village with this, like, construction? Doof, doof, doof. I feel like I recall somebody saying that this quest was, like, important to do. This may be the reason why. If not, I at the very least have the relief of it being dismissed and not having to look at the same cutscene every fucking time. Alright, let's put these in the pasture. Let's save. Let's wrap up. And, I'll catch you guys next time. Which Turtwig is the real Turtwig? Probably the level 47 one, Griffin. There we go. Alright. Let's turn in. And, hopefully you will do the same. And, yeah, I guess in the meantime, I'll see what I can do about that, emote. I'll, look up some potential solutions and see if there's anything I can hopefully find. And that work will be starting right about now.